around doing nothing.
Well, as long as you're not using that finger, you should be fine. Welcome to Bracket Bash, the podcast. We take a bracket of 32, 64, 128 or more and banter our way down to a winner. I am your host this week, Hey Would You Blow Me? And this is
The beautiful bastard, Jess.
And of course, this is your boy Q, the best bastard of them all. The energy, the reason why you all tune in, and just the reason why y'all listen because of me. You want to hear what I have to say, who I'm going to say it to, and who I'm going to piss off. And this is
the sweetest bastard, the senator herself, Miss Bubbles. And this is
all the way down from Dankavilla, guys. It is the mayor of Dankness, Brian from the dailydank.com, coming at you, excited to be here. And speaking of neighbors, over here is the neighbor from Mod Squad land is...
Hey, I'm Kevin from the Mod Squad and back to the retro review. And over here is
probably the biggest bastard in this screen. I'm Clay Allen from the Clay Allen Chronicles.
and as always, we are the bastards running this thing. We've been on this show for 100. This is episode 138, people, which means we've done a crap ton of brackets. There's been brackets about movies, been brackets about TV shows, a whole bunch of theme songs, different music, pets, toys. I'm pretty sure a porno has won a bracket or two. We've had porn stars on here. We have had one hell of a journey coming down to this, and we're going to celebrate the past while looking forward to our next 100 or so episodes, and we're going to be looking at previous winners of the show. The way we're voting is the way it's set on the screen, but before I start, there's a couple rules, couple lifelines and stuff like that. Number one is the entire fuck you Freddy rule. I am Freddy. I'm the one who went ahead and made this matchup, not the ones that are on the matchup, because that was decided by everybody in the past and some people on the screen. But I did make the matchups how they go. So if you want to tell anybody to fuck off, tell me to fuck off. There's going to be a show in January of next year. People telling me to fuck off. It is my birthday gift to you. Next up after that is Pass the Parcel. We do not have Pass the Parcel today because there's 7 people here and 7 people voting. There is the Steal a Vote. Quarter up to and including the quarterfinal round, you are allowed to steal one person's vote if they have not voted yet. That brings up the last one, which is Blowing a Load. We vote round robin style as always. So if you are one of the first people to go and don't want to be one of the first people to go, you can blow your load. This means you're going last. If somebody else blows their load after you, you are no longer going last. You're going directly before them. But remember, those 2 lifelines, you can only use one time per show. So be careful and use them wisely. I start this one off, and we're in the comic books and literature section starting up this week. And it is Deadpool that won our very first, at least on the actual thing, our very first episode, and it won the banned movies episode. I can't remember where this movie was banned, but it has been banned other places. And its opponent in the comic book remastered episode won on this one. We have the first X-Men movie going off of that one, and it's Deadpool. For me, I love X-Men. I will always love X-Men, especially this particular X-Men. But Deadpool it's like 120 minutes of comedic genius. It just is. It's not really an action movie, at least that's not the reason I love it. But it's just a comedy movie, straight in and straight out. That is my vote today. Jess, is it Deadpool or X-Men 1?
I am gonna go with Deadpool.
Deadpool gets another one. Q.
Isn't Deadpool? Isn't that Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, just for that purpose, just because I really don't give a shit either way, I'm going with Deadpool as well.
Gets a vote. Bubbles.
I really appreciate that Q is voting with his pants on this one. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, Ryan Reynolds, like, abso-freaking-lutely, like, Deadpool actually, if my vote, it has it all, and I'm just going to leave it with that.
It goes 4-0 this current time. By the way, Ryan Reynolds, we're doing the DILF appreciation bracket on Bracketology right now, which we did a couple weeks ago on here. And it came down to Ryan Reynolds and Jason Momoa on not only our show, but it's also coming down to that one on Bracketology. And Ryan Reynolds is whipping ass on that one right now. So there's that. Bubbles is going for Deadpool, giving it the current win on this one. Brian, is it Deadpool or X-Men 1?
You know what? I can see the way this is going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go X-Men, just for the fact that in my book, it was really that first comic book movie that people took serious, that they kind of made it a little more serious. You know, you had the over-the-top action before that. I'll give it that vote just to kind of make sure it gets heard here.
I mean, I would say Blade would do that, but that's me. Kevin, X-Men 1 or Deadpool?
You're making me pick both Marvels. I'll go Deadpool.
Deadpool gets another one. And Clay, finish this out. Is it Deadpool or X-Men 1?
I agree with Brian, but Deadpool's my favorite, so that's the one I got to go with.
6-1 moves on to the next round. Jess starts this one off. Jess, comic book movies again, still in this section. Is it Batman 89, so the Michael Keaton Batman, or Guardians 1?
Guardians 1.
Guardian 1 gets that vote. Q.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Guardians 1, but let's be honest, Guardians wouldn't be shit without that raccoon.
Guardians 1 gets a second vote. By the way, these two brackets, Batman 89 won the comic book remastered. This is episode 2 on that one. And Guardians 1 won the comic book original episode 1 on that one as well. So Guardian 1 gets 2 votes so far. Bubbles, is it Guardian 1s or Batman 89?
Listen, this is a Marvel versus DC, and we all know how I feel about that regardless of what movie. But Guardians 1 is fantastic, and I thoroughly enjoy that movie, and I will voluntarily watch it without Josh with me. So Guardians 1 is my pick.
I mean, there's probably more of a reason to. I've seen some of the guys on that movie.
It is a sexy cast, okay?
Yes, they did.
Brian, is it Guardians 1 or Batman 89?
You know what? Just for me, for nostalgia, I was that prime, about 11, 12-year-old range in 89 when Batman came out, and that's all you saw everywhere. Batman, Batman, Batman. I can't turn my back on 89 Batman and Michael Keaton. I got to go that all day long.
Batman with a vote with a possible turnaround. Kevin, is it Guardians 1 or Batman 89?
Batman 89 is what made people interested in comic book movies again. So I'm going Batman.
Clay, is it Batman 89 or Guardians 1?
I am sticking up for my man Michael Keaton and going with Batman.
Which means it's the tie-breaking decision coming down to me. And I love Guardians 1. I really do. It has one of the best soundtracks that I've ever heard for any movie, period. That collection of songs is absolutely fantastic. I prefer Guardians 2 over Guardians 1 as a movie, though. Guardians 2 is on this bracket today. We will be dealing with it. It's the very last matchup in round 1, so look forward to that one. However, Michael Keaton is Batman. I will die on this hill. I don't care about Robert Pattinson. I don't care about George Clooney. I don't care about any of those other ones.
No one cares about Clooney.
Batman, Keaton, Michael Keaton, who almost won the Michael bracket, by the way, is Batman for me, and that movie is absolutely fantastic. It does get the complete turnaround win on that one, 4-3. Batman 89 moves on to the next round. Q starts us off. Q,
Yes.
I really wish my co-host was here from the recasting call, because Kate would absolutely love this one. Is it Spaceballs or Blazing Saddles?
No.
There's so many jokes there.
No.
So many jokes.
No.
Oh my god. How you gonna give me something where there's just an unlimited amount of jokes here?
That's why he did it, because he's the
I'm going
bastard.
Spaceballs though. 'Cause I got the
This-
ball in space.
This is, by the way,
Yes.
Spaceballs and Blazing Saddles are two of my top 10 movies, because Mel
Yes.
Brooks is probably one of the best directors of all time. So I don't only screw you guys in this situation, I also kind of make it really hard for me as well. But this is a tournament of champions here, of bracket winners, so I have to make tough decisions. Bubbles, is it Spaceballs or Blazing Saddles?
First off, Freddie, I respectfully want to just tell you to take a hot iron and shove it in your sphincter.
Sideways.
Because both of these are great movies. Like, what? Why? I'm calling bullshit on this. I'm calling bullshit.
You do have a couple lifelines if you so choose.
I know. Do we have any viewers? Do we have anybody?
I don't have anybody in comments right now.
Oh, viewers.
My friend Sarah said that she can no longer make any comments. She tried and it won't let her. It's saying that it has to go straight to the app when she doesn't have the app.
Oh, that's weird. YouTube must be weird today.
Yeah.
Hey, she just messaged me saying that she can comment now.
Weird.
Does she want to take my vote on this one?
I mean, it's not coming up on my shit, so that I can't tell you. So
Yeah, so there's nothing coming up on ours either.
Bubbles, what's your vote?
I'm gonna go Blazing Saddles on this for my mom, because I remember my mom would stick that on all the time, and she would make us watch it with her, and I didn't appreciate it until I got like older, and now I'm like, oh my god, this is the most fucking genius movie.
That's probably why our generation is so fucked up, because we have, and not offended by anything, because we had movies like Blazing Saddles. By the way, Spaceballs, which has one vote right now, won the spoof movie bracket. And Blazing Saddles won the Fuck You IMDb bracket, where we each got to pick movies that did not make the IMDb top 64 bracket. So there's those. Brian, is it Blazing Saddles or Spaceballs?
Wow, what a coin toss, really, if you think about it. Like, I was trying to think of what each movie meant to me personally, and I was like, well, Spaceballs, I grew up, it was on HBO every other day, you watched it every day. But then I thought, well, you know what, I took my son to a theater to go see Blazing Saddles. They had like a retro night, and I made a point to go make sure I brought him to go see that movie in the theater and the whole experience. So, like, both of them kind of mean something to me. But I think as far as movies, I would want to be like, hey, you need to watch this movie. It would be Blazing Saddles. You're never going to see it again. They're never going to make it again. So I'm going Blazing Saddles.
We did do a recasting on that on the recasting call, and it's with the recast that we had, it's a possibility. Plus, with like Netflix not having to deal with any kind of rules anymore,
Yeah,
you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying
Kevin.
they might redo the movie. I mean, everybody's they're all running out of ideas, so they're just recycling old shit.
Yeah, is it Blazing Saddles or Spaceballs?
So first of all, I want to say, fuck you, because this is I don't know which one to choose. I love both of these movies. May the Schwartz fuck you, Freddie, for sure. Oh, Jesus Christ. I really don't know. I guess since I actually have a magnet that goes on my fridge that says Spaceballs the refrigerator, I'm going to go with Spaceballs.
A friend of mine down in Texas has Spaceballs and mud flaps for his truck. You laugh. Clay, is it Blazing Saddles or Spaceballs?
Blazing Saddles, just because that's what I grew up with first.
Again, these movies are our top 10 movies for me.
They're both good. They're both. I agree with everyone. I just got to pick that one. It was. First. I'm really glad that you voted for Blazing Saddles on this one instead of Spaceballs, because if you would have voted for Spaceballs, I would have stolen Jess's vote and gone for Blazing Saddles because I don't trust her enough to make the correct decision on this one. But I will say that Spaceballs is the best Star Wars movie out there.
Fact.
Yeah.
With the small exception of Star Wars. Star Wars is gold too. So
I think I've seen that one.
Blazing Saddles, I will talk about it later. Spaceballs will not be moving on.
Is Space Horrors the old school one, like from like vintage, or is that a new school one?
It's Star Wars, and I don't know. I can only get through about 7 minutes at a time.
So I remember as a kid, my grandma had one of those giant satellite dishes, and I remember trying to like move it certain ways to unscramble the feed from that. It had to be the old school one. That's what I specifically remember. Never did quite get it through though.
Freddie can't get past the opening credits.
Hey, some of those scenes can really get my lightsaber going. Let's just say that one. Jess, finish this off. Is it Spaceballs or Blazing Saddles?
Well, I mean, regardless if you stole my vote or not, it would have been Blazing Saddles anyways.
Okay. Blazing Saddles gets the vote. It goes on 5-2 to the next round. I got to make sure to cross my steal a vote. I didn't steal a person's vote on that one. I would have if it walked down that to it. But Blazing Saddles moves on 5-2 to the next round. Bubbles starts this one off. Bubbles.
You think
Bubbles. The next matchup would have been a bye, so we can skip that one and move on to an actual play-in matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Is it winning the Tom Hanks bracket? Is it Big? Or the by the numbers bracket, 21 Jump Street?
You know, I'm going to go with 21 Jump Street on this one. I just happen to like me some silliness from Mr. Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum gets a vote off of that one. Brian, is it 21 Jump Street or Big?
Big. You got to go Big. Come on. That's vintage. Again, HBO was on a loop every other day as a kid. That's what you grew up on. Big all the way.
Big gets a vote. Kevin?
I'm going Big as well. If you don't go Big, go home.
I mean, I go Big when I'm at home. So, Kai?
Big. Definitely Big.
Big will be getting my vote as well. I love 22 Jump Street, but I'm not a huge fan of 21 Jump Street. I think, ironically enough, it went too big. It was one of those movies that should have played smaller and then ramped up to 22 Jump Street. But 22 Jump Street, once you know the characters and stuff like that, it's a little bit better. Big, however, even though it's extremely problematic nowadays, is still absolutely fantastic. It gets my vote. Jeff, is it Big or 21 Jump Street?
I'm going with 21 Jump Street.
Gets a vote. Can you finish this out?
Well, as I'm pretty sure it was Kevin that said, go big or go home. 21 Jump Street. Smith fucked the captain's daughter. That shit is the funniest part of 22. I'm not gonna lie.
You've waited all this time to pull a Q. One, by the way, it worked.
One, it worked.
I will give you that. I did write down your vote in the wrong fucking spot. So it did work. 2, you did pop me on it, but I really wish it would have been for a better, like a better one. Big moves on to the first round, with a 4-3 split. Brian starts us off. Brian, we're in the horror / sci-fi section. Is it Psycho, the original Psycho, or Carrie? Psycho won the mental health movies bracket, and Carrie won back to school movies bracket.
I love both of those. I love that it was a back to school bracket that Carrie
So do
won.
I.
I love that so much. But I can, as a filmmaker, as a guy who studied film, I guess that's what you go to school, you study film. Alfred Hitchcock, that's my man. I can never turn my back on Alfred Hitchcock. All hell, Alfred Hitchcock. You got to go Psycho all day long.
Psycho gets a vote. Kevin
Yeah, I'm gonna go Psycho as well.
gets another one. Clay.
I'm going Carrie, just because it was one of the scariest movies that I saw at that time when I was a kid.
I'm gonna agree with Clay on this one. I don't agree with one of the scariest movies I've seen as a kid, but
Just one part, the hand coming out of the ground at the end, killed me.
My generation was a bit different. We had the Rage Carrie too, and a lot of those kill scenes. Like I'm a huge fan of like different kill scenes, and having one of the kids from Home Improvement die in that movie just one, it made me laugh. But two, there's one scene where a teenager got stabbed in the back multiple times with like CDs flying through the air. It just kept cutting his spine multiple places. It just, some of those death scenes are absolutely fantastic. I love the movie Carrie, though. I love the plot line and everything else as it goes. So my vote goes for Carrie. Sarah finally had the ability to vote, so she may be able to bail out Bubbles later on. So hello, Jess and Q. Live chat is finally working for her now. That. Jess, by the way, is it Psycho or Carrie? Horror movies.
Sarah, help me.
By the way, for everybody out there, Jess notoriously hates horror movies.
I don't know which one's the least scary.
I'd go Psycho, to be perfectly honest. It's more of a psychological thriller than a horror movie.
Go with that one.
I don't know if I would say that these are really horror movies, but maybe my brain's just broken. I'm just like,
well, you're the one who grew up watching Blazing Saddles as a kid.
I mean, that's true. That is true. I'm also the one that thinks that Hannibal Lecter is just rude for feeding people to people without them like knowing.
So that's what's rude. That's
That's
the research that he's feeding other people, not knowing that they're feeding. Oh my goodness, that's what you get for that.
We had a 5-minute conversation on this show about this exact subject. Jess, it's your vote. Is it Psycho or Carrie?
Psycho.
Psycho gets a vote.
Mostly because I'm living with one.
Q, is it Psycho or Carrie?
Well, I was going to ask about the Psycho. You already answered the question, so I guess I'm going to have to go with Carrie.
Which means this is a tie-breaking decision coming down to Bubbles. Bubbles!
Ooh.
Bubbles!
I did not see that coming.
You
know what?
Bubbles?
When it comes to like Psycho, I love Bates Motel.
So do I. That's a good show.
Yeah, so but I love Carrie as well. I love the older Carrie. I love the newer one. Like they actually like it's not too often that I find like a remake that I really like actually enjoy. So this is like a super hard decision.
We do. If you want to know who is facing in the next round, because that next round gets a bye. The one is facing in the next round gets a bye. So do you want to know?
Yes.
It'll either be Psycho with 3 votes or Carrie with 3 votes will be facing Halloween.
Oh God! Like it doesn't matter because either one of these are gonna. I feel like either one of these are gonna win Halloween anyways. Let's let's push Psycho through. Just because I like Bates Motel.
Psycho gets to vote. It moves on 4-3 to the next round. Kevin starts us off. Winning my birthday bracket, is it Sweeney Todd or the movies we hate bracket, the most hated movies bracket, The Force Awakens?
It will never be anything Star Wars. So whatever is up against Star Wars.
It's Sweeney Todd gets a vote. Clay, is it Sweeney Todd or Force Awakens?
I'm gonna go with Force Awakens.
Sweeney Todd won my birthday bracket. Like it'd be kind of bad for me to vote against something that won my birthday bracket.
And for you to vote for something that you don't like.
Yeah, I although I do love that The Force Awakens not only won the movies we hate bracket, but one of the people who will go unnamed was on that episode, thought she was voting for something completely different during the entire show because she confused Force Awakens with the whatever the first Star Wars movie is, episode 1 in that one. So I just listened to that episode the other day. It made me laugh. Sweeney Todd gets my vote. Jess, is it Sweeney Todd or Force Awakens? It's a Star Wars movie or a musical?
I mean, I hate all Star Wars and I hate musicals, but I will never vote Star Wars, so it's going to be Sweeney Todd.
Gets a vote. Q.
All right, so I don't like Star Wars, and everybody knows I hate fucking musicals as well. I'm gonna have to vote with something that I have more in common with, and that would hang on.
Is it me?
Don't you dare do it. Don't you? I should have stole his vote.
Star Wars.
Force Awakens gets a vote. By the way, Rogue One is also in today's bracket as well. So there are two Star Wars movies in this entire thing. Bubbles.
Too many.
I agree.
It's not too many.
Well, I mean,
Like,
I agree with the
too many.
entire. Oh, by the way, The Force Awakens went up against another Star Wars movie in the movies we hate bracket in the finals. So no matter what, it would have been a Star Wars movie in the movies we hate. The only bad thing about that entire thing is that Jeremy was not part of that show, because that would have been hilarious. Bubbles, is it Force Awakens or Sweeney Todd?
So I am on the other end of the spectrum from Q and Jess because I love musicals and I also love Star Wars. So for my vote, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to go with People Pie. I'll go with Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd gets to vote. And the win off of this one. Brian, finish this out. Is it Force Awakens or Sweeney Todd?
I thought we were above this, people. How many rebels died in the name of being able to accept Star Wars as part of a generation? You know, how many people put their lives on the line for this? I thought we were above this and not openly
Not enough.
talk about the hate of Star Wars. I must be living in a different time. So I have to vote Star Wars, guys.
But, okay, is it Star Wars or, like, this particular movie, though? Because, personally, I think all Star Wars movies suck, with the exception of Spaceballs.
I have no The Force Awakens means nothing to me. I wasn't invested. I'm just, because everyone else went the opposite way, I'm like, hey, you know what? Star Wars needs a voice here. I'm the voice of the voiceless.
Well, in a split vote, Sweeney Todd moves on to the next round. Clay starts this one off. Clay, in the comedy section, we have two stoner movies going head to head. Is it winner of the Mustache Mania bracket, representing Cheech Marin? Is it Up in Smoke, or representing the Seth Rogen bracket, Pineapple Express?
I got to go with Pineapple Express.
That surprises me, actually. I'm gonna go Up in Smoke, dude. Cheech and Chong are like comedic geniuses. They really
Oh
are.
yeah.
Seth Rogen's movies are kind of hit and miss when it comes to it. Pineapple Express, especially, there's a lot of funny bits into it, but the entire movie as a whole are kind of a 7 to me. Up in Smoke is just like, even as a non-stoner, this movie is absolutely fucking hilarious, and
Oh,
I love it.
agreed.
It gets my vote. Jess, is it Up in Smoke or Pineapple Express?
Pineapple Express.
Just out of curiosity, Jess, have you ever seen Up in Smoke?
Nope.
Well, I thought. Q.
All right. Well, I have seen Up in Smoke. Obviously, I'm a fucking stoner. So there's that. I'm gonna have to go with Pineapple Express though, simply just because of the Strand. It is so fucking good. Just it's delicious.
Q's getting fruity bubbles. Is it Pineapple Express or Up in Smoke?
So I'm just going to throw this out there, Q. I've seen both of these prior to being a stoner. Okay. So you don't have to be a stoner to enjoy these movies. Well, this is a hard one.
That's what she said. If you give me the opportunity, I'm going to take it. Like,
Well, I feel like, Up in Smoke kind of like started the, I don't know, like the draw towards being a stoner, and then the Pineapple Express just kind of solidified it. I'm gonna go Pineapple Express.
Sarah agrees with you. She's going with Pineapple Express as well. Brian, Pineapple Express or Up in Smoke?
So I've watched both of these countless times. I just around 420, not on 420, around 420, at a little drive-in that they were showing Up in Smoke. And it was pretty cool because if you showed up high, they said you would get a free thing of popcorn. So I actually had my Daily Dank shirt that says, "Hello, I'm stoned." And I just pointed at it, and they're like, "Well, fuck, here you go. Here's your free popcorn." But off of that experience, that is a movie anyone can watch. It's old school. So I got to go Up in Smoke.
Gets a vote. Kevin finishes out. Is it Up in Smoke or Pineapple Express?
Oh, it's Up in Smoke. It's Up in Smoke.
All you new people. Pineapple Express moves on 4-3 to the next round. I finish out the first half of round one, and it is still in the comedy section. We have the 80s movies, part 2. We have Coming to America, or movies from The Rock. We have Rundown. I don't like Coming to America.
Really?
I don't. Like, I don't find it funny.
Terrorist!
I guess I'm one too because I'm not a fan of it either.
I don't like I don't like this movie. I don't like the second one as well. The second one's
I don't
actually
like the
kind of
second one.
worse.
Second one blows, yeah.
Yeah, second one was no good.
And I don't think Rundown is the best rock movie either, but like, it's still better than Coming to America. I agree with Sarah on here. Sarah is in comments. Rundown. Coming to America is boring. I just do. Rundown gets my vote, and it's not even close. Jess, is it Coming to America or Rundown?
Rundown.
Gets another one. Q.
Most definitely Rundown. Like, I gotta pee. Well, you have 30 seconds. Go pee. Well, could you just... No. Hell no. It's out.
I don't really care about either one of these. But I'm gonna go with Rundown because I feel like if I'm looking at them and these are the only 2 movies that I'm allowed to watch, that would be the one I'd watch.
Rundown gets a vote. Brian.
I'm probably the only. I'm old, so I'll be showing my age. But man, when the Coming to America came out, it was a big deal. Like all those comedic geniuses in one movie, like Arsenio Hall, Eddie Murphy. It was a big thing. So I'm going to go Coming to America just because I remember all the hoopla about it.
Kevin.
Oh, it's Coming to America because the royal penis is clean.
One of the few lines in that movie that I actually like.
And
Clay, finish this out.
Rundown. The fruit scene slayed me.
You are full of
where he just
surprises
gets
there.
beanbagged like a motherfucker, or after when he beats up the whole like offensive line.
Yeah.
Rundown moves on 5-2 to the next round. I'll be right back right after this break. Brian, you've been out for a bit. What you been up to?
Oh, same old, guys. Check out the dailydank.com. We do 2 shows a day. We do a 7:10 a.m. and a 4:20 show, guys. If you like laughter in the morning, we got a straight up morning show sprinkled with some cannabis flavor. 4:20, we dive into all sorts of paranormal and all sorts of stuff. And big news, it's about 3 weeks away, guys. 3 weeks away. We're launching our own online radio station, a 24/7 with real music from all the top artists, sprinkled in with podcasts. And if I can twist Freddie's arm, maybe some bastards in there on Saturday nights. You never know. You never know. So yeah, guys, so be on the lookout for that. It will be on an app. It will be on Alexa. So we're about 3 weeks away. I was hoping to have it before the 4th, but technology and money. You know, those 2 things. But check out the dailydank.com for all your updates, guys. We always got something going on.
I mean, we're gonna have to talk after the show, but I mean, I'm cool with expanding a little bit.
Send me a goodie bag.
Danko bag. That's what we're calling them. Here in Arizona, we had something called the Wallace and Ladmo show, which, every local place has something similar to it. Well, they gave out Ladmo bags, so I'm going to give out Danko bags.
Welcome back for the second half of round 1. It looks like Jess starts us off. Jess, I'm going to skip this particular matchup because I'm going to be giving it to Q. So I'm going to give you this one instead.
Here it is.
But I already know what her winner is going to be. So from the IMDb top 64, is it The Shining? Or from the Harry Potter bracket, Goblet of Fire?
Obviously, the Goblet of Fire.
Goblet of Fire. It's a horror movie versus Potter. I knew what's going to happen.
I think
Q.
everybody did.
Yeah. Q, is it Goblet of Fire or The Shining?
I mean, I'm definitely going Goblet of Fire myself. I mean, I am a Harry Potter fan. Shining's okay, but it's not the greatest. Not the greatest.
Goblet of Fire gets another vote. Bubbles, Goblet of Fire or The Shining?
I'm gonna go with The Shining on this one. I love Harry Potter, but I don't feel like Goblet of Fire is my favorite Harry Potter.
Blasphemy. Brian,
Which one's your favorite?
Shining,
I
Goblet
swear to
of
God,
Fire.
you play the third one, I'm gonna punch you.
I'm a huge fan of Harry Potter. I loved growing up with my kids, and my dad would even get involved. We'd go see the movies when they would come out, like during the holidays and stuff, even like around the 4th of July. It was always like a tradition. But again, The Shining, that's a classic. That's cinema masterpiece. You can't vote against The Shining. So I'm going to say Shining all day long.
Watch me.
Yeah.
Kevin, Shining, Goblet of Fire.
Oh man, back when I was in Florida, I used to go to Universal Studios and go down Diagon Alley there that they have there. Watch the fire come out of the dragon. I fucking hate Harry Potter, so The Shining.
I was starting to wonder about that one.
Yeah.
Clay,
That
is it Goblet of
dragon's
Fire or The
good,
Shining?
man.
The Shining, classic.
Oh, fuck.
I agree with Brian. I got to go with The Shining. Jack Nicholson. Yep.
He's not
Moving
even
on.
a good actor.
He's
Moving
great.
on 4-3, The
He's
Shining
a great actor.
faces another 4-3 in the next round. Q, this is the one I'm saving for you. Winning the books to movies bracket we have Jurassic Park, or a bracket that I did not write down on my list, so I can't tell you what it is. Shrek.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love me a little Shrek. I love me some Shrek. You know, fucking Mike Myers is fucking hilarious. But yeah, no, I'm not voting against my Jurassic Park. Come on.
Jurassic Park gets a vote. Bubbles.
Should have stolen a vote there for Jurassic Park. Damn it.
Hey, you still have a chance, don't you?
No, I just voted.
No,
Oh.
he already voted.
And I'm the only one that's not allowed to take it back.
I love Shrek. Shrek is hilarious, and I love watching it with the kids and all of that. But I mean, dinosaurs.
Who doesn't love dinosaurs?
Exactly.
Newman.
So I'm going Jurassic Park on this one.
Yay!
Brian.
So under normal circumstances, I might have voted for Shrek, but recently I made the mistake of showing my girlfriend Shrek is Love. And if you guys have not seen this, maybe do your thing. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it. So now she absolutely hates Shrek. We went to Universal Studios and he walked by us and she mumbled to herself, "That motherfucker." I swear to God she did. So if I voted for Shrek, I would be in a lot of trouble. So I'm going Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park gets a vote. Kevin.
I'll go Jurassic Park.
Clay.
Jurassic Park as well.
Hey, Q.
I'm glad I did steal a vote.
Fuck your sweep.
Oh, fuck you, Freddie.
Oh.
You cocksucking mother.
Wow, this is like wrestling behind the scene politics, folks, coming out on the screen. Oh, is there really heat behind the scenes between these two, or is it something else? Is it all for the TV? You answer the questions.
Jess, is it Shrek or Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Jurassic Park moves on 6-1, faces another 6-1 in the next round. The other two on that one are both 4-3. Bubbles starts this one off. Bubbles, from the Tim Curry movie bracket, is it Scary Movie 2? Or from the horror comedy bracket, Shaun of the Dead?
Ooh. Let's go. Jesus, Freddie, what the fuck? Like, this is so
Jesus left the chat a while ago.
like I go to say like one, but it just doesn't feel right. Like no matter which one I pick, it doesn't feel right.
You still have lifelines.
I know I have lifeline, but we're only in round one. I can't just use it now.
You have before. You blew a load on the first round. First vote, actually.
Let's go Scary Movie.
Scary Movie 2 gets a vote. Brian.
Can you repeat the options, please?
Scary Movie 2 from the Tim Curry bracket, or Shaun of the Dead from the horror comedy bracket?
I love me some Tim Curry, but I will never, ever, ever vote for a scary movie, guys. I am a movie snob. I admit it, Trev. I do not get the humor. That it's so stupid. It's funny. So I'm going. What is it? Shaun of the Dead? Is that what we?
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead. I love Shaun of the Dead too. So great movie.
Shaun of the Dead gets a vote. Sarah's in comment. She's voting for Scary Movie on this one. Kevin.
It's Scary Movie 2, right? Is that what
Yeah.
it is? That's the one with the strong hand, right?
Yeah.
It's like I couldn't tell you. I don't like any of them. So
Man, I like both of them, to tell you the truth. So, I'll go Shaun of the Dead. It's a zombie movie.
Shaun of the Dead gets a vote. Clay.
I gotta go scary movie because I did not see Shaun of the Dead. Did not watch it. Neither are really my kind of movies.
Q, just because this lifeline has been named after you, I'm gonna steal Q's vote. And I'm going to steal Q's vote, and we're both voting for Shaun of the Dead.
How did you like? What did you think I was gonna vote for? The other one?
I do know that you, when we did the Tim Curry movie bracket, and you helped streamline Scary Movie 2 through the entire fucking thing.
Me? Nah, come on.
Never.
So I'm gonna go for Shaun of the Dead on this one, stealing Q's vote. Q, out of curiosity, what would have your vote been?
It'd probably been Scary Movie too.
Well, I thought. Jess, finish this out.
Scary Movie 2.
That's exactly why I stole that vote. Shaun of the Dead moves on 4-3, faces a 5-2.
I'm not mad either way though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not mad either way. I like both of the movies.
Moves on 4-3 to the next round, faces a 5-2. Brian starts us off. Brian, we have the play-in matchup winner, last one, Big, from Tom Hanks bracket, or winner of the one of the winners from the Bastards and Bitches bracket, Billy Madison.
Both
Representing,
great movies for different reasons. I gotta stick with Big.
Big gets a vote from Brian. Kevin.
I'll go. What are the choices again?
Billy Madison or Big?
Big.
Clay
I'm going Big as well.
gets another one. I'm going to go with Billy Madison on here. It's more of my era. It's not one of Adam Sandler's best movies, but it's still better than Big.
I definitely liked it. I just sticking with Big.
Jess, is it Big or Billy Madison?
I'm going with Billy Madison.
Gets a vote. Q.
Bubbles, where are you leaning with this one?
Do you want me to be honest with you?
Well, yeah, obviously I want you to be honest with me. I don't like liars.
Now,
Shut up, Freddie. Freddie,
just
shut the
remember-
fuck up.
what he's done the last 2 weeks. To Mike, because Mike was in the same fucking position that Q's in now. So just remember what he's done to Mike for the last 2 weeks.
Just voted the opposite way. Just-
Completely lied to his face twice.
Should I tell him? Should I tell what my vote's
That's
gonna
up to you. Like I'm not
I'm just asking which way you're leaning. That's all.
I'm not putting my hand over your mouth.
I would.
As kinky as that sounds.
I mean, you got to shut me up somehow.
I'm
Does it smell like
throat would
chloroform
work.
to you?
Sure, a hand around the throat would work too.
I was leaning more towards Sandler. If you must know, if it's a need to know thing.
But she could be saying that to pick the opposite.
Right, and you know what? I'm not gonna risk that one. I'm gonna steal your vote anyways, and I'm gonna put it for Madison because Billy Madison is fucking hilarious.
Stop looking at me, Schwan.
Are they?
Oh, sorry to interrupt.
I believe they're making a sequel to that.
Billy Madison does get that vote, but but Bubbles, just for official purposes, what would have your vote been?
It would have been Billy Madison.
God damn it. Why you gotta fuck me like that?
I mean,
Not that I'm complaining, but why you gotta fuck me like that?
I don't even remember what the other one was. Like when you said Billy Madison, I was like locked in. Like that was my vote.
it was big.
Oh, yeah.
4-3. Billy Madison moves on to face a bye from the first round. So we'll be getting to that one later.
We like bye.
Yeah, I'm a fan of bye too. Kevin starts us off. Kevin, there's another bye that moves on to the next round. That was Halloween is facing Psycho. Other one in this corner, he starts off. Is it winning the Space 2 bracket, which Q actually hosted this one? Is it Rogue One or the Halloween winner of the Halloween characters bracket, Pennywise or
Pennywise.
or It?
But I know Bubbles likes this, so I'm gonna.
Oh, that was weak.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Weird. Oh well.
That
It's
was
okay.
hold on, Bubbles, hold on.
I think your noise cancellation got rid of that.
Maybe.
All right, Bubbles, you ready? Better.
Yeah, it's just so
Satisfying?
satisfying.
According to our daughter, everything is satisfying.
Yeah, I don't know. She likes weird sounds and she almost says they're satisfying. It's weird.
I've always heard everything is awesome.
To it.
Clay, is it or Rogue One?
It.
It gets a vote. By the way, this is the original It, not the It Chapter 2. I can't vote for
Like
Star
the
Wars.
original It or like the newer It?
The original It, the
Like the
70s,
fucking
80s, whatever it was.
Tim
Oh,
Curry.
fuck,
Tim
you can't vote
Curry,
for that.
Tim
That's
Curry.
trash.
Jess, is it or Rogue One? This is a scary movie versus Star Wars.
Well, since you said that it was the old version, like that is what got me scared of, like terrified of clowns. I'm okay
I
with
figured that'd
the
be
new-
Poltergeist, but
I've never seen that. If it was the newer It, I'd be totally down for it. But I can't vote Star Wars, so I'm just gonna have to go with it.
it gets a vote and the current win at this time. Q, is it or Rogue One?
I mean, yeah, like why the fuck do you have to put the original one? And that one's trash. It's so trash. Like it's so trash. I'm almost about to vote Star Wars again.
Please don't.
That's how bad it is.
I mean, it doesn't matter. You can vote Star Wars or It doesn't really matter because it
I'm
already
voting.
got a fourth vote. So
I'm voting it still.
Bubbles, It, Rogue One.
I do think if it was the Bill Skarsgård, I probably would have voted for it. But since it's not, I am going to go ahead. I am voting Star Wars.
Rogue One gets a vote off of that one. Brian.
I gotta vote Rogue One. Just again, gotta give Star Wars a little love. It's not gonna get it here.
And Kevin finishes out.
It.
5-2 faces a 4-3 in the next round. I start this one off, and it is either winner of the Ryan Reynolds bracket, which, if I remember right, was Jess's birthday. Waiting, or the holiday characters bracket, Scrooge, which is being represented by the movie Scrooged with Bill Murray back in the day. I love both of these movies. I really do. This is another Spaceballs versus Blazing Saddles type thing for me. It really is for two completely different reasons. I used to work food service, so I know exactly how the entire waiting type thing. Yo Cholo brings up a really good point, and it's not going to change. I I think Scrooge is coming in here as an underdog. So I'm going to be voting for Scrooge on here because I think Waiting has a better chance of winning with the people that we have. Jess, is it Scrooged or Waiting?
I'm gonna go with Scrooge.
Scrooge gets a vote. Q.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Scrooge too, because I'm a fucking penny pincher.
I read something on Facebook the other day that says like if you translate what Scrooge was paying that I can't remember the guy's name now, but whatever he was paying him whatever
Right.
Scrooge was paying Bob Cratchit, if you translate that into like modern pay, it's actually like 18 something an hour, which is more than minimum wage in a majority of the states.
Mhm.
So that's saying something. Bubbles, is it Scrooged or Waiting?
Oh, it's absolutely Waiting. That movie is freaking hilarious. Working in service, customer service, dealing with things like that. The game that they play.
Batwing, bitch.
Yeah, no, it's and then it's got Ryan Reynolds in there, like absolutely voting with my pants on that one as well. Yeah, Waiting it is.
Waiting gets a vote. Justin Long's not too terribly bad either. Brian, is it Waiting or Scrooged?
Man, you guys are right on point with Waiting. It's a perfect movie. If you ever worked food service, you totally get it. Like, it's 100% accurate. We'll say 99.9%. But I got to go Scrooge, man. It's a cinematic masterpiece. I love me some Bill Murray, love me some Scrooge. So I'm going Scrooged.
Gets a vote. Kevin.
Yeah, I'm with Brian there. Scrooged for sure.
And Clay, finish us out.
Same here, Scrooged. I don't think I've seen Waiting.
Waiting is so quotable. Like, we almost had to switch to the 10-second rule.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it, so I'm gonna go Scrooge.
It's so angry. Oh my god,
Waiting.
that movie. Oh my god, it makes me laugh so much. I still love Scrooge though. Jess finishes out round one. Is it? I honestly cannot read. Oh, from the Hollywood Nice list representing Jim Carrey, is it Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls, or from the sequels bracket, Guardians 2?
Shit.
I've been called that before.
I've been called worse.
I'm gonna go with Guardians 2 because I'm totally voting with my pants.
Q, Guardians 2 or Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls?
Honestly, I like Pet Detective better,
So do I.
but
Wow, I feel like I like Nature Calls better. Like
the
him
rhino
giving
scene. Oh, that
Rhino
rhino
scene?
scene.
I'm definitely going Nature Calls. But I'm just saying I like Pet Detective better. He found Captain Winky.
I have the Finkel jersey, by the way.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That is fucking baller.
I do.
I've never seen you wear it.
I don't wear them very. I don't get to wear that one particularly very very much. I got Finkel. I got Gump, Bundy, Crew from The Longest Yard. I got a whole bunch of shit. So I almost have the incomplete lineup of Sandlot jerseys too. I'm waiting on. I believe Hammy is the last one that I'm waiting on, and I can't find it anywhere. It pisses me off. Bubbles, Is it Guardians 2 or Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls?
Okay, I like Guardians too, but I love When Nature Calls. So I am going with Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura gets the point on that one. Brian, is it Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls or Guardians 2?
Gotta go Guardians 2 on this one. Love me some Ace Ventura, but so over the top. Man, Guardians 2, great soundtrack all the way around. Guardians 2.
Yo, Cello's in comments. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is by far the worst Guardians film. And Clay's getting
I
a
thought
shout
the
out as
last
well.
one was kind of shitty too.
No, the last. I personally, I agree with Yo Cello, but worst is kind of a bad word for it because all three of these movies are actually really good. The third movie is good for completely different reasons. It's just a completely different feel to the movie than the first two were, but it's still a phenomenal fucking film. Volume 2 is a really good movie, but it's I think what is it? The person who played Ego just brought the movie down a little bit in my personal taste. So Kevin.
Your balls are showing Bumblebee Tuna. So I'm going with Nature Calls.
Clay
Ace Ventura, all the way. Love
gets
Jim
the vote.
Carrey.
Gets the vote and the win off of that one. I was going to go for Ace Ventura as well. So 5-2 faces another 5-2. We'll be right back right after this break. Oh, looks like Kevin and Clay are our two guests this week. So, Kevin, you've been through this before. What you been up to?
Man, nothing much. Just working on the Mod Squad network where we have like a movie show, a horror show, a gamer show. We're live every Saturday night with a giveaway. And back to the retro review. I review movies from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. I'm also doing tech reviews, and I have a new live every Thursday night for budget podcasting with this man right here, Clay Allen.
Yes, we do.
And see, that's something that I've never heard of before. What is this budget podcast? Because it's, I mean, I'm not going to consider myself a young adult because I'm not young in any kind of frame.
Mm-hmm.
As an adult who is very, very bad at money, like I said before, I've been spending money on jerseys from movies. What is this budget podcast?
Just tell him to tune in and watch it. Just tell him to tune in and watch it. Don't even explain it to him. Make him watch it.
Well, it's not just for me, Q. It's for other people out there as well. So.
It's for anybody who's wanting to get into content creation who does have a limited budget. We're trying to offer up some of the equipment that you may need to get going. Each week we focus on a single piece of item. For instance, microphones would be 1 week, webcams. Yeah. Boom Arms was our latest episode. So yeah, definitely check this out if you're looking for content creation on a budget for the equipment that you may need to start it up.
What started it was a lot of people were always asking me and him both by looking at us on camera, what do you do? What do you use for lighting? And like as if we did something real special, and it's not. Like everything we do is cheap. I'm using my phone. So
am I.
Yep. Just phone and correct lighting. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think my problem is like correct lighting. I don't have a background, like a fancy background. My background is you see this moving.
This is moving blankets behind me from Harbor Freight. It's not special. Like $13.
But that, because I've been told that before too. It's like your set looks so professional. It's like it's really not. If you could actually see I think Jess has seen it. My entire setup, the way it is, it looks tacky as hell. This only like 4-foot section that you see is just like
good camera. Yeah.
Like you can see for everybody out there on like YouTube land. There's a corner, and there's a corner.
All you need is a 4 or 5 foot section to where you can dress up. That's all
Yeah.
you need.
Yeah, that's all it is. I record on my phone, the same phone that I have in my ass pocket my entire day. I edit on my phone. I produce everything on my phone. The headphones I'm wearing are Walmart gamer headphones I bought for like $40. I have 2 pairs of them just in case if one's giving me shit that day, I can switch it out and be fine. So
Yeah.
it's for anybody out there wanting to start a podcast. One, it's a lot of fun. The advice that I will give you flat out is work within your means.
Mhm.
Don't spend thousands of dollars trying to do it. Work within your means, what you have. Be creative, and most importantly, do it for fun. If you're doing it to go make money and stuff like that, stop. Because the people who listen to your podcast will be able to tell that you're being fake about it.
The
And we'll
enthusiasm
stop.
shows through. Yep.
And they will stop you. They will stop listening. If you're doing it to make money, it's going to start feeling like work. And one fact that a lot of people who are getting into podcasts don't realize, most podcasts don't get past 6 episodes. As I said before, this is episode 138. So people can tell out there that we do this because it's fun. I do this because I tell people this is cheaper than therapy. I'm not saying don't go into therapy, do podcasting. What I'm telling you, it's just cheaper than therapy. This is what works for me. I get to hang out with my friends. So as long as you do whatever you're doing and you're having fun with it, that is the biggest piece of advice, biggest piece of budgeting advice that I can give you, is do it for fun.
I agree.
What it is.
Never be afraid to hit play. Never be afraid to hit play.
Yeah, and get used to the sound of your own voice.
Yeah.
I'm still not used to the sound of my own voice.
I have edited 137 shows, and our shows are not short. Like
No,
I think
they're
our shortest Bastard episode is like 57 minutes, and that was a 3-person show. Our longest show was about 3.5 hours. Trust me.
Wait, well, wasn't the penis bracket? Wasn't that hella short?
It was hella short. Giggity. Our shortest episode, by the way, was an episode that was it was myself, Bubbles, and Josh. It was a War Films episode. Inglourious Basterds won that one. Our longest episode was a Bluey episode, which is 3 hours and 27 minutes. So when I tell you to do this and do it with the passion that you originally got into it for, that's what it is. Because you're going to spend a lot of time doing this, and it's going to feel like work. And unless you're very, 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 very fucking good at it, you're not going to make a dime off of it. Or if you're already famous and you can bank off your name, then you can have a really crappy podcast and be perfectly okay with it. Because people are not listening for your podcast; you're listening because of your name.
Who it is? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's that. Welcome back for round 2. It looks like Q starts us off. Q, we're back in the books and the comic books and books section. Is it Deadpool 6-1 or Jurassic Park also 6-1?
Let's see here.
Are you even thinking about that?
No. I'm thinking on whose vote I'm gonna steal for this one.
Okay.
Wait, you already stole a vote.
No, I didn't.
No, he didn't. Yes, you
No,
did.
I did. I stole Bubbles. That's right. Fuck, I
stole
can't
Bubbles,
steal it.
yeah.
Son of a bitch. All right, Jurassic Park's obviously my vote then.
Thank you, Bubbles. Bubbles, is it Jurassic Park or Deadpool?
I could be a super bastard. The most bastardiest of all the fucking bastards.
You would
I
don't know what Jess would vote on this one, because I know she's a Ryan Reynolds fan, but I also know she's one of the people that spearheads Jurassic Park through every fucking thing. So,
but that's okay because I could totally steal Q's vote and go with Deadpool.
no, Q already voted.
Damn well. Oh, he already went. Never mind. I can't.
Yeah,
do
he already
that.
went.
No, damn well he won the Jurassic Park to go
Try
to.
bubble.
It was a good try. I was not starting this one. I have to remember the world does not revolve around me. But
So
I
are
am
you gonna?
go ahead and vote for Deadpool on this one. I do
All
love
right.
me some dinosaurs. Whichever one goes through, I'm not going to be mad. But Deadpool's where it's at for me.
I mean, I'm not going to be happy if a certain one runs through, but I'm not going to be mad about it. Brian, is it Deadpool or Jurassic Park?
Q, you
Yes.
owe me, and you owe me big time. Freddie, I am stealing your vote.
You dick.
And we are both voting for Jurassic Park. This
Let's
is one of those
go!
favorites that you can't question. This is a John Wick blood coin thing I have in my vault. When I need you, I'm pulling it out, and you have to go no matter what. Agree?
All right, I will do that 100%.
All right.
I'm going to let you know right now that I'm clipping that for our opening thing. About I'm going to pull it out, and you're just going to go.
And when I say you go,
Oh crap! All right. Just to clear this up, yes, I would have gone for Deadpool on that one.
God, no,
So
you would have gone for Deadpool.
says that one. Kevin, is it Deadpool or Jurassic Park?
It's going to be Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
It was revolutionary when it came out. It was revolutionary.
It really was.
Such a hard decision.
I think it holds up too.
The revolutionary thing, he's got me, so I'm gonna go with Jurassic Park.
Gets another vote. Jess, finish this out.
Jurassic Park.
Let's just go ahead and spear this to the win and
Yeah,
give
I mean,
Jurassic Park its rightful second time winning, and now it's going to win the winners bracket.
Look at the
Well,
Senator
it's
is
going to win the
appalled.
first half of the winners bracket. You also have next week too.
Shut up.
The
And
Senator is appalled over the politicking that we just did.
and considering who is facing whatever is facing in the next round, I'm pretty sure it's going to win that one as well. Because even I would vote for Jurassic Park over either one of the movies that it would be facing. So there's that. Brian starts us off on this one. Is it Shaun of the Dead or Blazing Saddles?
Wait, Brian starts us or Bubbles starts us? Because
I
I'm
thought
pretty sure
no, you're right. You're right, Bubbles. Sorry. Bubbles starts us off on this one. Bubbles, is it Blazing Saddles or Shaun of the Dead?
Oh, it's Blazing Saddles.
Gets a vote. Brian
Blazing Saddles.
gets another one. Kevin.
Blazing Saddles.
Clay.
Blazing Saddles.
I'm gonna give it a fifth one. Jess.
What's Blazing Saddles going against?
Shaun of the Dead.
I'm gonna go Shaun of the Dead.
All mixing up that sweep. Q.
If she didn't, I was going to. Shaun of the Dead.
Blazing Saddles moves on 5-2, same as last round. Brian starts us off now. We have Psycho versus a bye in the last round. We have Psycho versus Halloween.
OG Halloween, like
OG Halloween, number
Carpenter.
one.
Psycho. Can't go against Hitchcock, man. Psycho.
By the way, Halloween got in here by winning the horror icons bracket with Laurie Strode that actually won the entire bracket, and the horror franchise bracket as well. I have no idea how it won the horror franchise bracket, but it did. But Psycho gets Brian's vote. Kevin, is it Psycho or Halloween?
I'll go with the Captain Kirk mask.
Clay?
Halloween.
I honestly hate both of these, but I have a bigger disdain for Halloween than I do Star Wars.
Oh wow.
Just saying. I've never once voted for Halloween in the past. I've given somebody my vote because I'm like, hey, if somebody else wants to vote, I will just go ahead and vote whatever you want vote on. Therefore, it's not my decision. I'm voting on that one. So because it was Halloween versus it was like two Halloween characters going against each other. I'm like, I can't vote for either one of these. I just can't. It's an impossible decision. Jess, is it Halloween or Psycho?
I'm gonna go with Halloween.
Q?
Halloween, Halloween, this is Halloween.
Wrong movie.
I know.
It's a better movie. Bubbles, Psycho, Halloween, finishes out.
I'm going with Psycho on this one.
4-3, Halloween moves on. Kevin starts us off. Kevin, is it Pineapple Express or Scrooged?
I'm going to steal Q's vote and go Scrooged.
Bro, the Pineapple Express will get you Scrooged.
So Q, what would have your vote been?
Pineapple, obviously.
Well,
I'm
I was
going
assuming.
fruity, as you said.
Q's getting fruity.
I love
Clay.
how fired
Now
up
he's
he
getting
looks,
salty.
too, over it.
Clay, is it Pineapple Express or Scrooged?
Out of those two choices, I'm going with Scrooged.
Gets another one. I'm gonna go for Scrooge as well. It's a fucking good movie. Jess, is it Scrooged or Pineapple Express?
I'm going with Pineapple Express.
I was really hoping that you'd go with Scrooge because I would have loved Q's facial expressions off of that.
If it had gotten swept, I'd have been upset.
Bubbles, Scrooge, Pineapple Express. You're on mute, love.
Boo.
I mean, I enjoy the tongue action, but yeah, you were on mute.
I was just gonna say I'm also going Pineapple Express.
And Brian, finish this out. Pineapple Express or Scrooged?
Gotta go Scrooged all the way. Classic.
5-2. There you go. Yeah, Scrooge moves on 5-2 to the next round. Clay starts us off. Clay, is it Batman 89 or Shining?
Shining.
Shining gets a vote. I'm gonna go for.
That was a hard one.
I'm gonna go for Batman 89 because I think it has a better chance of winning in the next round. Jess, is it Batman 89 or Shining?
I can care less about either one of these movies, so I guess I'll go with Batman.
Batman gets a vote. Q.
Shining's classic, but so is the Batman movie. Alright, I'm gonna have to go with Batman too. Give me the Batman.
Bubbles. Batman 89 or Shining?
I don't really care too much for this matchup. I'm gonna go with The Shining on this one.
Brian.
That's because you're a shining star.
I'm torn on this one, but I gotta go Batman.
With the fourth vote on that one. And Kevin, finish this out.
Batman.
5-2 faces a 6-1 in the next round. Apparently can't spell. I start this one off. It's either getting a bye and winning the Bracketology family bracket and the books to movies bracket. It is either Princess Bride and is facing Billy Madison. I really wish Q was not on mute when he said that because that was.
What? Fucking Freddie, like, you did this on purpose. This is some fucking garbage.
I
This
mean,
is-
I'm supposed to run a.
Inconceivable.
It just happened to get a buy. No one.
No.
even
It
heard
didn't
about
happen to get a buy.
going
It won 2 separate brackets, which is the reason why it got a buy. So
I
Just like
swore Jurassic Park did too. I swear it did.
Can
I-
we
I-
get, can
I
we
looked-
get the president Jack Tunney involved? Is Jack Tunney around? We need to get him in here and square this away.
I need that 6-fingered man.
so do most girls.
Wait,
Princess Bride obviously gets my vote. I do love Billy Madison for what it is, but Princess Bride is collectively like one of the best movies of all time. It has everything in it. It's the one movie that we will never, unless it's our very last movie, like it's our sign-off show for the recasting call, that we will ever recast because of that. So Princess Bride gets my vote across the board. But if it moves on, I'm still going to be super pissed because I love both of these movies almost the same. Both were on my top 10 list. Jess, is it Princess Bride or Billy Madison?
I'm gonna go with Princess Bride.
Get to vote. Q.
I do like The Princess Bride. It is a very good movie. I can't take that away from it. But it's fucking Billy Madison. Like, okay, so I can quote maybe like 3 to 4 things in Princess Bride. I can probably quote the entire fucking movie of Billy Madison. So I'm going Billy Madison.
I could probably do that with the Princess Bride, to be perfectly honest. No joke. Bubbles, is it Princess Bride or Billy Madison? It's
your answer.
my fingers to you. They're Bubbles, not your fingers to me.
As you wish. It's got to be Princess Bride, but I am not happy about this.
I mean, I always figure that most brats are not submissive. So Princess Bride gets a vote. Brian, is it Princess Bride or Billy Madison?
Princess Bride, even though I made a hoopla about the whole thing. Princess Bride is just a better overall, I think, like you said, just a better film overall. It covers everything.
Like I said, it's won 2 separate brackets. It won the Books to Movies bracket and the Bracketology Family bracket. So there's that. It gets the win off of that one. Kevin, is it Princess Bride or Billy Madison?
No more rhyming, and I mean it. Anybody want a peanut?
Clay, finish this out.
Princess Bride.
I like peanuts.
Moving on 6-1. Q broke up that sweep. We haven't had a single sweep in this entire thing, I don't think.
I don't think we have.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
you,
think-
you ruined it. I've ruined it. She's ruined it.
Damn bastards.
I know, right? It's like there's. I mean, I wasn't expecting a lot in here, but Princess Bride moves on 6-1, faces a 5-2 in the next round. Jess starts this one off. Jess, I'm going to be nice to you. I'm going to give you this one.
Nice.
Is it Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls, or The Rundown?
Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura gets a vote. Q.
I get way more laughs from The Rundown than I do Ace Ventura. Just I don't know why. I just find it more funny. Sean William Scott is hilarious. And The Rock and his little puns and shit are just they're there. I like it. Rundown.
Harley agrees with you. She's going with Ace as well. Or Harley disagrees with you, agrees with Jess. She's going to go with Aces on this one. Bubbles, is it Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, or The Rundown?
Oh, it's definitely Ace Ventura.
Gets a vote. Brian.
I'm gonna go Rundown on this one.
Back and forth we go. Kevin.
Oh, it's Ace.
Clay.
Ace Ventura.
Not which gets the tie-breaking decision out of my hands. I'm going to go with Rundown. Ace moves on 4-3, and we'll be right back right after this break. There you go. Harley is in comments. She's saying that you can't go wrong with Jim Carrey. There you go.
I don't know. The comments said go at first.
I know, which is the reason why I stopped on that one. By the way, we'll be back right after this break. We have a thank you to review.
Yay! That's exciting.
All right, guys. Before I became the podcaster, I never thought all these requests for like 5 stars and shit like that ever really mattered. Well, to be perfectly honest, we were wrong. But being the bastards that we are on this show, we're not just going to ask you to spend your like 3 seconds or so to give us a 5-star review and not have anything to show for it. But we will trade you for it. What we're going to do is that if you send us a screenshot of your 5-star review for our show, either on YouTube or whatever your favorite podcaster happens to be, along with a matchup that you want us to do, we'll go ahead and vote on it on the show like we're about to do. And we're not only going to shout you out on the show, but we'll also go ahead and do this matchup. It's going to be our thank you to review. And this week's thank you to review comes from a Linda Mitchell. And this one, I made sure to write down what she said because last week I didn't do it. This podcast is so much fun. However, it almost got me fired the other day. A friend turned me on to the TV. A friend turned me on to the TV game show episode, and I completely disregarded the quote "not safe for work" warning. While the discussion on if whose line is a game show or not, that came after was worth it. The evil eye I got for listening to such filthy potty mouth at my desk was kind of harsh. Either way, I love you guys, but I wear headphones now. Signed, Linda, the librarian.
Sorry, Linda.
You were warned. No, I do
That's
not
awesome.
apologize. You were warned, but thank you for listening, and I hope you got good headphones. My matchup for you, by the way, is best book to film best book to film transfer. We've already actually done this one before. There's a couple of book to movie ones in here, but she gave us 50 Shades of Grey versus Twilight. And I'm going to start with Jess on this one. Jess, is it 50 Shades or Twilight?
So that is so freaking hard for me. I love the books on these for both of them. I like the Twilight movies, but I prefer to watch 50 Shades of Grey movies over the Twilight movies. But that's actually a really hard one for me.
That's what she said.
I'm gonna go with 50 Shades.
50 Shades gets a vote from you. It's also getting 50 Shades from our votes for 50 Shades from our commenters. Harley's in comments saying 50 Shades. Sarah is also saying 50 Shades on this one. But if you're going for 50 Shades, it gets a markdown. Q, is it 50 Shades of Grey or Twilight?
All right, so do I want to watch some really kinky shit going on, or do I want to watch some sparkling vampires? I guess I'm going with the kinky shit. 50 Shades.
Gets a vote. Bubbles.
I'm with Jess on this. Like, this one is pretty difficult because I do like the books. I do like the movies for both of them. I think overall acting wise, 50 Shades was the better of the two. However, I also feel like both of them could have done better. But I will go with 50 Shades on this one.
Brian, is it 50 Shades or Twilight?
I've never seen a 50 Shades movie. I know what they're about, like whatever, a little bit. I've seen a Twilight. I know what it's about a little bit, I guess. So we'll just go Twilight because I kind of understand the story a little more because I've watched one or two. So let's just go with Twilight.
Twilight gets that particular vote. Sport Cat is also in comments right now. This is Shay, by the way. Shay's in comments, by the way. She's going for 50 Shades. Kevin, is it 50 Shades or Twilight?
I gotta go with that 50 Shades because I like the kink.
50 Shades. No one.
He whispers it.
I love the way you just said that.
ASMR all the way, man. Clay, is it Twilight or 50 Shades?
I'm gonna go with Twilight because I have not watched 50 Shades. I'm with Brian. I know what it's about. I just haven't had an interest in watching it.
Between people in comments and people on their show, 50 Shades will be winning today. I'm going for Twilight. I don't like either one of these movies, these actual trilogies of movies on either side of them. But Twilight, I love the filming of the movie and the backdrops and everything else. Twilight, as I said before, is a movie that you can play like a soundtrack over the movie and just watch the movie. Like have some soft background music or something like that for the movie. And the movie itself in the Oregon hills or wherever the fuck they are is absolutely beautiful and I love it. So I'm going to give it that vote just for that one. But between commenters and people on the show, it goes down being 5-3. But yeah, so Linda, the librarian, that almost got fired. I hope you're enjoying your job. I hope you're enjoying the show. But if you want to if you want to be part of the Thank You To review, go ahead and send us a picture of a 5-star review from whatever podcasting thing that you have, either Apple, Spotify, or so on and so forth. Send it to me with a review and a matchup that you want us to do, and we'll go ahead and vote along for it and shout you out on the show. Again, thank you, Linda.
Thank
Side
you,
quest.
Linda.
Side quest, by the way.
Thank you, Linda, for watching. Appreciate.
Everybody has a load to blow. Nobody has blown a load yet. However, Jess, Bubbles, and Clay also have steal votes. These next 4 matchups are the last time to steal a vote. If you don't use them in the next 4, they're off the table. So, my marker's being a bitch.
No, that's just you.
Welcome back for round 3 and beyond. It looks like Q starts us off. And Q, you don't have a steal a vote, so I'm really glad. But I'm going to start you off with this one. Is it Jurassic Park or Batman 89?
Well, let's see here. These are both classics, as people were saying, 89, Then you got Jurassic Park, I think came out in 92, 93. And it kind of changed everything. I'm still going Jurassic Park. I mean, I'm definitely fisting that through the whole way. But Jurassic Park is my vote. And
just for the people out there, it was the first matchup, but I could have screwed Q over by giving him a different one because it's the quarterfinal matchups, and I do try to change things around by him not going first on this one, so people could have the ability to steal his vote next matchup.
Fuck you.
But I didn't because I'm a nice guy. That's also a best. Bubbles, Jurassic Park, Batman 89.
First off, obviously, fuck DC. I can't get behind DC. I feel like as far as Batman, his only like the best villain he's got would be Joker. And Joker and Harley Quinn's crazy romance is way more interesting than any of the storyline behind Batman. So then we've got Jurassic Park, which was obviously way ahead of its time with these fucking dinosaurs that it's got. Okay. Like to this day, like the graphics and stuff with those dinosaurs are still fucking chef kiss top tier. It's clear we're going dinosaurs with the Jurassic Park.
Hey, Bubbles, quick question. What's your favorite dinosaur?
Acanthosaurus Rex.
Brian, Jurassic Park or Batman
I was
89?
It's a Triceratops. However, that was the first thing to pop into my head. So I'm like, I'm just gonna say it.
I thought you guys had that pre-rehearsed or something.
We did. Not at all. No. The only reason I say that is because as you grow older, nobody asks you what your favorite dinosaur is anymore, and it's kind of sad. So I kind of figured since Bubbles went on that entire rant about Jurassic Park.
Hold on. Speaking of dinosaurs, I'm at the office today, so. And Josh has a car, but we're going outside real quick because I have to show you something.
Little field
We're going on a
trip
field
the
trip. While we're going on a field trip with Bubbles, let's talk to Brian. Brian, is it Jurassic Park or Batman 89?
Jurassic Park, just for that reason only. Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park is a vote. What are you trying to show us there, Bubbles?
It was a little Triceratops.
Oh,
It was a
I-
Triceratops, and you can sit on it, and it moves.
I was kind of hoping you had like a Sinclair type thing out there.
I have all the dinosaurs from Land Before Time.
For people who don't know, by the way, because there's no Sinclairs in like Iowa's anymore. There's really not. But I do know that Sinclair is a gas station, and they usually have this like giant ass. I'm not gonna call it plaster, but like
Bronchosaurus.
metal dinosaur out there with painted green. It's a long neck dinosaur. So
It's a brontosaurus.
Say it's
There
a
you go.
Brachiosaurus or a brontosaurus, one or the other.
I've been
Probably
to the
a
one in
brontosaurus.
Flagstaff, Arizona. I've been to the one in, I think it's Sacramento, right off of I-10. I've been to a bunch of them.
but we don't have them here in Iowa anymore, which is where. You know what? There's only 3 of us from Iowa today. That's it. So, all right. Jurassic Park, it's that vote. Kevin, it's Jurassic Park or Batman 89?
It's Batman. Just for the soundtrack alone. Batman.
The soundtrack.
Clay.
Yeah. Fuck Jurassic Park.
As much as I love Batman, I'm gonna have to stick with Jurassic Park.
Gets a vote. You know what, to be perfectly honest, like I love giving Q shit. I do. It's so much fun. But realistically, that's the only reason I vote against Jurassic Park is to give Q shit. And Jurassic
Still
Park,
doesn't get a sweep. Huh?
yeah, Jurassic Park's
Like
already
even
won.
Robin Williams. So
Yeah, since Batman 89 has already gotten a vote, which is the only reason I would have voted for it, Jurassic Park gets my vote in support of Q. So
Yeah.
Jeff,
I need all the support I can get, boys.
is it Batman 89 or Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park.
6-1 for the third time. 6-1. Jurassic Park moves on again. Bubbles, I'm going to give you this one, and I completely forgot about it last round. Is it Sweeney Todd or It?
Oh, it's Sweeney Todd. That's easy.
Sweeney Todd gets a vote. Brian?
Let's go Sweeney Todd.
Gets another one. Kevin?
I'll go with it.
Clay?
It.
I got to go Sweeney Todd. I just do. It's the one that won my birthday bracket. Like I show support.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh, The Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Like it's Johnny is one of my personal favorite Johnny Depp movies of all time, and that's saying something because Johnny Depp may get a bracket in here too one of these days.
He has
'Cause
a
he's been
ton
in
of
some-
movies.
He's been some fucking bangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So gets my vote. Jess, is it Sweeney Todd or It?
Sweeney Todd, just for Johnny Depp.
Gets the vote and the win off of that one. Q, is it Sweeney Todd or It?
Yeah, I'll have to go with it. Sweeney Todd, that is though. I meant with it, like it's in like her vote.
5-2, Sweeney moves on to the next round. Brian, back to the quarterfinal matchups because I completely forgot about the Sweeney Todd and It matchup. Brian, I'm going to give you this one. Is it Blazing Saddles or Princess Bride?
Oh. Fuck. Can't even fuck you, Freddy, on this one. We did this one ourselves.
Yeah, we did.
We can still say "fuck you, Freddy" because it's just Freddy.
I mean, just Freddy.
Princess Bride, I think it covers a whole aspect of filmmaking more so than just a comedy. Even though groundbreaking, I'm going Princess Bride. Gavel down. That's my vote. Hands up. I walk away.
Princess Bride gets a vote on this one. Comments are split. Harley's going for Blazing Saddles. Sarah's going for Princess Bride. Kevin, is it Princess Bride or Blazing Saddles?
I love both of these. This is definitely a toss-up, but it's Mel Brooks. So excuse me while I whip this out.
Oh, I whip this thing out. Clay, is it Princess Bride or Blazing Saddles?
Blazing Saddles.
Where are the white women at? I'm perfectly okay with either one of these moving on, but
Yeah.
out of all the movies that are left, I personally think one of these are the only two that could beat Jurassic Park.
Agreed.
So, and it's on the opposite side of the board of where Jurassic Park is. I know Q's going to be voting, so for whatever one these moves on to the finals, hopefully, I know Q will be voting for Jurassic Park. But Jess, I need to sway Jess's vote away from Jurassic Park, logically. And I think that she'd have an easier time in her mind voting Princess Bride over Jurassic Park, if only to screw Q over, than anything else. So I'm going to have to be going for Princess Bride on this one in hopes that it makes it to the finals. Jess, Princess Bride or Blazing Saddles?
If I pick the opposite, would it, like, if I pick one of them, would it, depending on which one I pick, would it be a tiebreaker for Quentin or no?
No. Only 4 people voted so far.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go Princess Bride.
And we have Harley going for Blazing Saddles. Sarah's going for Princess Bride, and of course Shay is in comments as well, going for Blazing Saddles. Q, Blazing Saddles, Princess Bride.
I think Princess Bride has the best chance at beating Jurassic Park, so I'm going with Blazing Saddles.
I personally think both of them have a really good chance of beating Jurassic Park, but that's me. It is a tie-breaking decision coming to Bubbles. Bubbles, we do not know who is facing in the next round, and it looks like comments are split.
I saw that. Oh my goodness. Can't even blow my load.
No.
Come on, go with the
No,
cue.
no, no,
You want to.
you can't. You're going last.
Oh man. I'm gonna go with Princess Bride on this one. Sorry, Q. I feel like if it came down to it again, and I'm holding these DVDs in my hand, and I'm like, I can only watch one of these, it would end up being Princess Bride.
And see, I'm kind of the same way, but I'm the opposite end. I would much rather watch Blazing Saddles over Princess Bride because I have to be in a certain mood to watch Princess Bride because it has everything in it. Blazing Saddles is just comedic genius across the board. When we do the Brooks versus Smith bracket in the fall, like I see that going far. I really do. But I voted for Princess Bride because I think a majority of our audience, our panelists today, would have a more of a better time going for Princess Bride than Blazing Saddles, giving ratios. So Bride moves on 4-3 to the next round. Kevin starts this one off. Kevin, I'm gonna give you this one. How about Halloween versus Sweeney Todd?
I go Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd gets a vote. Clay?
Halloween. I gotta watch Sweeney Todd. I haven't seen it.
You a fan of musicals at all?
No.
Okay. Sweeney Todd is a musical.
Mm-hmm.
I've the only one that I've ever really enjoyed was with my daughter, and it was The Greatest Showman.
This is a lot darker. This is a musical about killing people.
They're people pies.
Not only killing people, but killing people and then baking them into pies and then selling the pies to people, not telling them that they're pies. Not telling them that is people.
It is rude. Like I feel
It's
like
rude.
It's got Johnny Depp is in it. What is it? Helena Bonham Carter, who is another person coming up who is going to have her own bracket later on in the spring, next spring. So, yeah, we have shit tons of stuff that we're doing.
Question.
just saying, if I were to go and I'm assuming that I'm eating like pork or beef or something, and then I find out that it's a person, I'm gonna be like really upset because I mean, if somebody were to come to me and like, hey, I'm gonna feed you a person, at least I'd have the option to say no, or like, you know what, like, did this person like, how did this person become deceased? You
But
know,
if it was
maybe I'm gonna take
good,
So depending on how they became deceased would determine if you ate it or not.
well, yeah, I don't want to eat somebody who's murdered because that's
Fucking
rude too.
cannibal
Like,
pizza.
I mean, if it was like, nah, they were on their way out, well, at
So-
least they're not suffering anymore. Like, that's cool,
Well, if they're on their way out, they're probably super tender by that point too. So,
right? They've been laying for a while, like veal, you know.
yeah, it's just
Does that
Now,
go,
is it a child or an adult?
Yeah, Tinder
Exactly.
is young.
That does factor.
does that
into
go
it.
on
I
that
think I
same
wanna eat it.
argument that like a cow will eat a hamburger, but you're like, well, you're feeding a cow a hamburger. The cow isn't going to walk up to a hamburger stand and order a hamburger. You know, you're shoving it in its mouth. Of course, it's gonna eat it.
okay. No, on that point though, if you put a hamburger on the ground next, like surrounded by grass, would the cow eat the hamburger?
Gonna smell it.
I don't know.
I don't
I've
think
never-
they would.
I think
They're
it would
gonna
be
smell it
a
first.
licky lick in there. I think it'd be like, let
Would
me
it be a straight hamburger? No ketchup, no nothing, just a
Just
burger.
plain,
Just the patty, not even cooked.
just a patty, no bun, nothing. Just
I think it would try it. I think it would do a little experimenting there. Like it's what is it? It might be new, but you know, let's see what happens.
well, I think it depends who makes it too, because if you get one from like McDonald's or something that throws like salt and pepper on it,
Yeah, you got to go straight patty, right? You can't go like any.
Now, is it cooked or is it not cooked?
it'd be cooked.
It's a hamburger. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cooked. It's nice and juicy. Let's go. Let's just for sake of argument, let's go like medium rare. Like for
We
that,
don't know what the
personally-
cow likes.
We
know?
making this for you or us? It sounds
No,
good.
I'm just saying. It's
want
like
one
I
now.
think
I know you don't want to add salt and pepper to it, but can we put at least a little bit of like garlic?
Okay,
okay.
you are
but
not the cow that's eating the fucking hamburger. We are talking about a cow eating a hamburger, not what you would like for taste.
That
My
was
point in
Gordon
this, though-
Ramsay cooking this burger. Who's cooking the burger?
Right? Because that factors in too. There's so many
No.
what ifs.
It's gonna have
normal
no
backyard
seasoning. It won't
burger.
matter.
Yeah, normal backyard burger.
Backyard burger. Okay, so just a plain old Joe just frying that burger up, making sure it's not burnt. You know, it might get like a little bit of crisp because we've been having a couple beers. Like,
When you say that, I picture some guy like wearing a work shirt and his name is Joe on there, and he's like, "I'm Average Joe barbecuing." He's using an old charcoal grill, like one that his dad handed down to him.
One of them old small Webbers.
Yeah. Oh, factory really kicked my ass today. Can't wait to grill me up some burgers.
I'm gonna share it with fucking Betsy in the field.
Anyway, no, but that's what Sweeney Todd is about. It's and then
I'm not sure that I said I was going to look it up and watch it. Now I'm not sure.
it's a good movie. I like the movie. There's a whole bunch of there's good people in it. Sacha Baron Cohen. Thank you. Cohen is in it. He plays one of the bad guys. Snape is in it as well. Alan Rickman plays one of the bad guy. The guy that plays Wormtail is in it as well. It's a good movie. It goes underrepresented in a lot of different lists. So I would highly recommend it. I would. Anyway,
give it a try.
Harley did too. So
the last movie Freddie that I highly recommended was a fucking shit show. Do not go with this.
No, that's because you didn't like it.
Which one was it?
And Club Dread.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Don't watch it.
It's a Broken Lizards movie. The same people who created Beer Fest and Super Troopers.
I might have seen it.
Stuff like that.
It was way worse.
It was stupid as fuck.
Imagine
we had to finish it. We had to stop it.
Like a quarter of the way through, and turned it off. And I was like, Freddie, what the hell are you having me watch?
You've seen the movie I Know What You Did Last Summer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine that mixed with Super Troopers.
No, imagine that just being on an island and some people getting dead, like some people getting fucked up in a way that just is terribly, terribly bad.
Yeah, it's a terrible movie, but it's a good movie because it's so bad.
Terribly good. Like, is it
it's a terribly bad movie, but in the way that it's just a good movie now.
No.
It's like Sharknado. Sharknado is a horrible fucking movie, but it's fucking fantastic.
I've never seen it. None of them.
So it just depends on what you're into. Okay. I'm gonna go for Sweeney Todd on here, as I've been saying. Jess, Sweeney Todd, Halloween. Jess going for scary movies again. Wow. Q.
I'm not a fan of musicals, and even though Johnny Depp is in it, I'd rather watch Halloween.
That's just hate right there. Q, Halloween or Sweeney Todd?
Yeah, I'm going with Halloween myself.
Gets another one. Bubbles.
I do like Jamie Lee Curtis, but I really enjoy watching Sweeney Todd. So that's very much so where my vote is going.
Wasn't she on Freaky Friday?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So we're down to a tie-breaking decision. It comes down to Brian. Brian, do you want to know who is facing in the next round?
No, I do not. I'm going to vote with my heart.
It would reveal both semifinal matchups.
All right, hit me with it.
I mean, I'm not trying to sway your decision. I'm just letting you know.
I'm voting with my heart, but I have no heart, so tell me anyway.
Yeah.
All right, it's either Halloween with 3 votes or Sweeney Todd with 3 votes. We'll be facing Jurassic Park in the next round, which also means Princess Bride faces whoever wins the next matchup.
Yeah, it doesn't change. I gotta vote Halloween. If the take Bubbles as a scenario, if you had 2 movies and you had to watch one over and over again forever, I would have to pick Halloween over Sweeney Todd.
I don't think there's a single movie that I would want to watch over and over again. I would put on Bluey and just watch episodes over and over again because I'm already doing that.
Oh my gosh, my kids do that. Like I'll walk out and all of a sudden Bluey's back on. And I'm like,
My son's into Paw Patrol right now, and it's just
Is that heartbreaking for you?
it
It
really is. But at least I had a compromise. Like I would want to watch Bluey, and he wants to watch Peppa Pig.
Oh
Yeah.
hell no.
So we compromised on Paw Patrol.
Yeah, no.
Our kids are
Love
not
Peppa Pig.
allowed to watch Peppa Pig.
Yeah, no, well, our kids aren't either. The voices bother me. Clay finishes out. This is the last time for Jess, Bubbles, and Clay to use their Stila votes. Clay starts us off. Is it Scrooged or Ace Ventura When Nature Calls?
Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura gets a vote. Clay decided not to use his Stila vote. I'm going to go with Scrooge on here. It's a Christmas classic. Bill Murray's absolutely fantastic. Not the nicest guy in the world, but I absolutely love his movies, especially Groundhog Day and stuff like that. But Scrooge is, there's a reason it won what it won, because and got so close to, and it should have been a bye. Realistically, Scrooge should have been a bye because it won the first Christmas movie bracket we did. I just didn't have it written down when I made this bracket. So there's that. Scrooge gets my vote. Jess, Scrooged, Ace Ventura 2.
I'm gonna steal Kevin's vote and go with Ace Ventura.
Kevin, what would have your vote been?
Honestly, I would have went Scrooged.
Yeah.
There you go. Q. Scrooged, Ace Ventura 2.
I gotta go Ace on this one over Scrooge. I'd rather have a good day of laughter than, I don't know, some kind of serious movie about some dude who needs to change a heart or he's gonna go to hell.
Ace Ventura gets that vote and the win off of that one. Bubbles.
you know what? I'm also going to go ahead and steal a vote, Brian. We are going with Ace Ventura as well.
Damn, I am the only one to vote for Scrooge. Brian, what would have your vote been?
100% for Scrooge, and I actually was going to play it safe and steal Clay's vote just to go Scrooge too, but I guess I
Clay?
was out, right? Like
Clay voted first.
Yeah, Clay voted first. You couldn't vote anyway. The last person to vote would have been Kevin, and
he already was stolen. So.
yeah, he already got stolen. So
This
once
whole
You got
election
screwed.
is rigged.
You got screwed.
yeah, once his vote was gone, you're gone. So all right, Ace Ventura moves on 6-1 to the next round. Steal votes are officially off the board. Nobody has blown a load. And it looks like I start this one off. And you know what? I was about to say that's already been revealed, so I'm not going to worry about that one. I start this one off. We're going to start off with Jurassic Park versus Halloween. It's an easy one. I can't vote for Halloween. I can't. Like, I physically can't. Q can bend his will enough to vote for a Star Wars movie. He has
That
a
was
better.
so hard to do. I almost threw up while I was saying it. Like, I felt it like it was like right here, and
He choked on his own moment.
it was bad.
It's not worth taking a part of my soul to vote for Halloween. So I will give Q the vote on here. I'm going to go for Jurassic Park. I have nothing against Jurassic Park. I just like voting against Q. Jurassic Park gets my vote. Jess
Jurassic Park.
gets another one. Q.
JP gets the dub. Let's go.
Watch it move on
Bring it.
6-1 again.
Shut up.
Bubbles.
Jurassic Park.
There it is.
I
Brian.
like that you checked, like, are you getting in line?
Kevin is off the board right now. Clay.
I missed it. Say it again.
Jurassic Park or Halloween?
Halloween.
Still skips a vote there, Q.
What
Moves
did
on.
Brian vote for?
I think Kevin's internet crashed on him.
Yeah, I think he did too, which means I am. How can I not like? I should have went the other one first. Damn it! All right. Jeff starts this one off. Jeff, is it Princess Bride or Ace Ventura 2?
Ace Ventura.
Q?
What is it?
Ace Ventura or Princess
Princess Bride.
Go Ace Ventura.
Gets another one. Bubbles.
Princess Bride.
Brian.
Princess Bride.
Kevin is out right now. Clay.
What was the 2 again? Because I'm talking to Kevin.
Is it Ace Ventura or Princess Bride?
Ace Ventura.
Okay. Do you know Kevin's vote?
Let me ask him: Ace or Princess? See if he answers. Oh, here he comes. Let's see.
My internet died.
Yeah. Princess Bride.
Princess Bride, which gives it a fourth vote. Third vote. I will give it a fourth vote, which means it does move on to the finals. Ace. All right. So, since you can actually contact him, which is there he goes. He commented on there too.
He's popping up in the comments.
All right. So, since Kevin's in comments for everybody out there in Spotify land, his internet went down, but we can still get his vote. Q starts this one off. Q starts off third place. Is it Halloween or Ace Ventura 2?
Oh, Ace Ventura. Sorry, I know I was muted.
Bubbles is trying to sign her way through. Bubbles, is it Ace Ventura or Halloween?
Ace Ventura.
Gets another vote. Brian.
Halloween.
Kevin, is it Ace Ventura or Halloween?
Ace, he says.
Ace does get a vote off of that one. Clay
Ace.
gets another one. I'm going to go for Ace as well. Jess.
Ace. Ace.
6-1. Ace moves on. Bubbles. This is the last time for anybody to blow a load. No loads have been blown this entire show. We're in the finals. Is it Jurassic Park or Princess Bride?
I held out all the way till the end. I'm going to blow my load.
Watch us have another Bukake moment. Brian, is it Princess Bride or Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park.
Oh, you ruined it. Brian decided not to blow his load. Kevin, is it Jurassic Park or Princess Bride?
I'll blow my load.
Clay?
Jurassic Park.
Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to blow my load as well. I'm a man of completion. Jess, Jurassic Park or Princess Bride?
Jurassic Park.
Fuck,
Which
y'all know just
which-
one side of the bracket.
which
Let's
means-
fucking go, JP.
Q gets. I was gonna give you a nice little intro for it, which is the reason I blew my load. 4 and out so far. Q gets that one.
Boom.
Bubbles, Princess Bride or Jurassic Park?
Princess Bride.
Gets a vote. Kevin,
Princess Bride.
and I would have gone for Princess Bride as well. I had such faith in you there, Jess, but no. It happens. Jurassic Park.
I love the last minute bastard move she pulled. I am all for it. She is definitely Q's wife through and through. She's like, I am your fucking ride or die. I am here for you. So Q, not only do you have one of the most beautiful people ever, you should consider yourself lucky because she could be like, fuck off for real time, but nah, she came in fucking clutch for you.
She came in clutch right there because otherwise it would have been Princess Bride. She was the deciding factor. And honestly, I was a little nervous. I was scared because I know she likes the Princess Bride. I was a little nervous, but you got your husband's back, and I appreciate it. That is great. Now let's just send it through to actually win the winners.
Okay.
which is going to be coming next week. But first, Miss Jess, where can we find you?
You can find me on this podcast or on Facebook under Jess May Vandestrue or on Instagram under Jess May 93.
You can find Q at
Of course, you can find me on this podcast because, well, I am the best bastard of them all. And you can also find me on Facebook under Quentin Vandestrute. And you can also find me on Instagram as Master Bastard Q because I am the master of these bastards. Dance, my puppets, dance!
You can find Bubbles at
You can find me right here on Bracket Bastards, or you can also find me on the TikTok under Jessie Marie.
You can find Brian at
Hey guys, check me out over on the dailydank.com. We're on the YouTube, on the Twitters, on the on the Twix. That's what I've been calling it, the Twix, guys. Check that out. We're always having a good time Monday through Friday. There's always some kind of video floating around, guys. So come check us out. Good community, great people, and yeah, there you go.
you can find Kevin at
You can find me at you can find me in the official Mod Squad Network community on Facebook. You can find me in the Back to the Retro Review community on Facebook. You can also find me on Instagram at Back to the Retro Review, all one word.
and of course you can find a very special guest today there, Clay at
The Clay Allen Chronicles, and I also do tech and gear reviews on the Clay Allen Review.
And of course, I am your host, Freddie Fisher. You can find me at that on Facebook. While you're on Facebook, check out Bracketology and Bracket Bastards. On Bracketology, we have 2 polls going up currently. We have the Would You Rather bracket actually starts tomorrow, and that's going to be a really creative one because I'm not sharing the bracket options until they actually go out live for the first time. So everybody on there will not know the options. Mainly because I don't want to sit there and type out the entire fucking thing because there's a lot to it of options I'm going to have to write out to it. I'm not happy about it. The other one is Villainous Voices. We're talking about Disney villain songs. So that's in round 2 right now. On Twitter, you can find me at Fisher777. We're all at Bracket Bastards. And on Instagram, as always, at Can't Lick Me, not one word. Next week, we are completing this particular bracket. We are not going live on Saturday, if I can help it. So please keep track on the actual YouTube page to make sure the dates haven't changed. But we're supposed to be having very special guests next week. So join us Saturday for that one. It's the Bastards Winners 2 bracket, and the Jurassic Park will be facing whoever wins that one. I end every show with a quote. Today's quote comes from the U.S. speed skater, Olympic speed skater, Bonnie Blair, and it says, "Winning doesn't always mean being first. Winning means you're better than you've ever done before." I'm going to leave you guys on that one.
I like
See you next
that
week, guys.
Best out!